I'm Megan.
And I'm Nicole.
And we're both HBA1s and the founders of Roll Up Solutions, Inc. I think the biggest thing is 2 summers ago I worked for a really cool social entrepreneurship charity called Enactus Canada. And so I was just an intern in the office working on some invitations and business development stuff, but it was really cool to see how everyone could come together and really celebrate entrepreneurship, and in particular social entrepreneurship and the impact that could have. And so we came back in October and I recruited Nicole, and the 2 of us launched Enactus Western, which is a social entrepreneurship incubator on campus. And then from there we launched our own company, Roll Up Solutions, Inc.
Yeah, so essentially the same thing. I was brought into this bigger-than-life business by Megan after her experience with Enactus. But I think I can speak for the both of us when I say that we both like to march to the beat of our own drum. So entrepreneurship was always very attracting in that point, that we could kind of come up with our own big idea and actually bring that to life, which isn't something that you get to do often as a student. So then that spark was always there, and then we really got to foster that through Enactus, and that's how this all came to be.
I think one of the big challenges is always funding. And that's a big challenge, and we've been lucky enough that we've got funding from Propel and other sites on campus, from Enactus and things like that. Another big issue has been trying to push a social enterprise in a world that seems dominated by tech industries, and we really want to promote the fact that social entrepreneurship is the way of the future, and that there's a really big potential for taking entrepreneurial action for others. And so we really wanted to stress that. And so it's been a bit of a challenge in terms of pushing that through, but it's something that we're always working on and striving for.
For sure. And then I think more so at the operations level, something that's always been a challenge is actually figuring out what model works. Roll-up is a really different setup in the way that we source our goods and the way that we sell them. So we've really had to continually iterate to make a model that would actually be functional and feasible, and that can also sustain itself into the future, so it doesn't require as much constant iteration from us once we actually get started in January.
Roll Up is a social enterprise, and what we do is we collect donated mobility devices from the community, and then we work with Goodwill Industries to upcycle them and employ people in need. And then from there, we sell them online through our Shopify platform at a 75% discount for people in financial need.
So the whole idea, or the driver behind Roll Up, is essentially that we're creating value for people in our community at every step of our operations. So when we collect our devices, we're helping recycle and divert waste from the landfill. The biggest piece is working with Goodwill Pivotal Services and their commercial solutions out on White Oak Road to provide employment for those in need, so those that are struggling with addiction issues or coming out of homelessness, those that have trouble finding traditional employment. So they do all of our refurbishing. And then at the end consumer, when we provide the devices for those in need with low income, it really provides some great value there for them, as they wouldn't be able to get a device anywhere else.
I think one of the things I really love is the aspect of having freedom. So you're the one that gets to set what this is going to look like, and it's a really exciting prospect to think about. You're the one shaping this company, and you're the one building these relationships and building out this model. And so that's something I really, really enjoy. On the flip side, because you're the one that has all the freedom, you're also the one that has all the work in the end. So sometimes it can get quite heavy, but it's really nice to be able to be your own boss and shape your company's future.
I think my favorite part about entrepreneurship and running Roll Up specifically is the amount of connections and the amount of knowledge we've got to take in about the London community. It's been really exciting to go out into London and really learn more about the place that we've been calling home for the last 3 years, and actually being able to give back and foster these really meaningful relationships within London. Something that is a little bit difficult, as Megan was saying, is being your own boss. Sometimes it's really hard to provide direction when you really don't know that much about yourself. So it can be really difficult to run a team and provide direction and empower them and inspire them when you really don't know what the next step is yourself. So it can be a little challenging sometimes to think ahead and figure out those next steps.
Definitely the best learning experience there is. Crash course.
If you'd like to contact us or learn more, you can reach out at rollupsolutions.ca.